Welcome back, sprinters. Today we talk passive income, how to stake your best coins and especially how to stake Solana for long-term profits, even in bear markets. If you are new to this channel is about revenue systems, saving systems and investment systems. We help you create revenues that perpetually work and that you can rely on and that generate profits, so that part of these profits you can then invest, because then they work whenever you sleep, whenever you are on holiday, they still keep giving and compounding, and this is how you create a healthy and resilient overall revenue and investment systems. So today we talk Solana, and today we talk how you can stake Solana for passive income. Let's jump into that. I got something from James at InvestAnswers, which is really cool. He basically write down, what if we stake Solana at around 6.09% starting now. It's January, so in February we would have, if we put in, let's see, we put in 300 Solanas at current price, and then the price slowly evolves forward as expected with Solana. The ecosystem is strong, everything is strong. So if we put in just 300 pieces, that's $45,000 into Solana, and we have an interest rate of 6.9%, and we have the price also moving slowly upwards, then as you can see here in February 2023, now you would have an increase of 227%, and that's in 1 year. And in February 2024 you would have an increase of 524%, which is pretty cool for a passive investment, right? So you don't have to do anything with it except buying Solana right now, which is pretty cheap. It might be even cheaper in 2-3 days. We might have the bottom of Solana. This is, I will show you the technical analysis when a good entry point would be in Solana if you need more. And if you stake it at 6.9%, and I will share with you also how I stake it. If you stake it at 6.09%, which is easy to do, I get slightly more than that with my way, but it's similar. And your 45,000 become 281,000 in 2 years, and that is even conservative, because James, similar to me, is very conservative. He doesn't like to moon things. He has people listening to him, so he tries to stay on the conservative side of estimations. So I quite trust these numbers, and let's see how you can do it. So first, if you don't know Solana is, you can study Solana.com. It's much faster, much cheaper, much more secure than Ethereum. It's a layer 1 smart contract that has a great community and a very active developer group. So what I always look at is, how is the ecosystem? Do people like it? Does it work? And so everything works on Solana. The team is great. It's a sprint team, 100%. They don't spend time in creating specifications. They go directly into coding and learn from there. That's what I love about them. And they are very technical. It's really hard to become a Solana validator. Really hard. It takes months. And that's why adoption is tough sometimes. Right now we have one of these months where they are not getting that many validators per week, because it's really hard. And people have tried and couldn't become a validator. But still the ecosystem is vibrant. They have the right investors. They have the support of Sam Bankman-Fried from FTX. They are on the right track, and I think if you stake some coins, I think the only two safe coins to stake are Solana and Ethereum. You cannot stake Bitcoin, obviously, because it's not a proof of stake asset. It's a proof of work asset. So the only two safe assets really are Solana and Ethereum. And then there are many on the risky side of things, but I don't recommend going into risk. I do also some risky things, but whenever you go there, you have to accept that it might go to zero. So I stake also Avalanche, I stake Curve, and I stake a couple more, so we can talk about also the others. But today it's all about Solana, because really if you get this right, what else do you need? Solana is coming up with the mobile version of their wallet right now as we speak. Might be live today, tomorrow. And it's the Phantom wallet. I've tested it. It's amazing. It's perfect. It's the best wallet I've ever used. And if you try the MetaMask wallet and the Phantom wallet as a comparison, you will see different planets. You will see why I call them a sprint team, because it's amazing how they build things. It's really practical. It took me 3 clicks to stake my Solana. And so this is now the practical side of things. First, if you buy it, when to buy, how to buy, and then how to stake. So let's go to when should you buy? Well, first of all, should you buy in the first place? So if you want to research Solana even more, there is the website. You can dive into their community on Discord, into their community on GitHub, see how many open commits there are, how many developers, how active the developers are, how many developers, check the number of validators versus other layer ones. So check the number of validators versus Avalanche versus all the other layer ones. And then check also the news about them. Right now, there is, and they are very weak, but still bullish news everywhere. There are ETFs filed in right now, for example, this one in cooperation with Cathie Wood, but there are also other people who are trying to have an exchange traded product that they can come up for people to make it even easier to expose themselves to Solana. So there is the talk about ETFs. Watch where developers are going. I recommend you study the research from Electric Capital. They have visualized where developers are flocking to. So basically developers are voting with their feet, and they know the technicalities, right? The nitty-gritty, and they are moving to some chains and not to some other chains. And if you read that whole report, 160 pages, and I did it, you will see that Solana is one of the top 3 chains that developers are voting to go to. And when I say voting, they just go there and develop there, but they can choose. So basically they're voting with their feet, right? Because you can build on different chains, and if you decide to go on one chain, they will have some reasons, and they know better than I. That's why I look at these things. So that's the Phantom wallet. Now, when would be a good moment to buy Solana actually? So for example, today I wouldn't buy, because as you can see, we have an RSI of 38. I would like to see this RSI at 30. And that might be in 3 days, that might be in 2 days. And then the next thing is, you might even get it at the lowest Bollinger Band, 126. 126 might be possible in a couple days, because it's in a downtrend. It's the red trend is the directional bias, so it's biased towards going down for the next couple days. I would watch this. If you don't use technical indicators, these are the directional bias, the Bollinger Band, and the RSI, Relative Strength Index. So you just look at this, and in 2 to 3 days there will be the moment. Or you subscribe to this channel and I will tell you live when I go in, because I will go in as soon as the RSI touches 30, the Bollinger Band is around this lower Bollinger Band, 126, and the red trend indicator turns green, which will happen soon. And as soon as it turns green, the RSI is 30 and the Bollinger Band is touched at around 126. This is the best time to buy. You can use even many more indicators. I use 4 more, but this is roughly right now for long-term investors. We are not talking trading here. We are talking buying this and keeping it at least 2 years so that your 45K become 280K, or the respective number that you have grows by 520%. That's what we want you to share here with you. So this is when I would buy Solana, right? This is TradingView. It's the free version of TradingView if you wanna use that. What else? So this is when you get in, and when you've bought it, then what to do. I personally hold Solana in my core assets. These are the assets that I want to hold long term. So I have them in a cold wallet. I use multiple cold wallets, but one of the cold wallets that works with Solana is, for example, Ledger. You can buy a Ledger, have a cold wallet, so that your seed phrase will never touch the internet and will never touch your keyboard. This is really important, because if you ever never input your seed phrase on a keyboard. If you input it in a keyboard, some malware can spy that and replicate that, and they have access to your assets. So you need a solution so that you will never use the keyboard to enter your seed phrase. You are custodial now. You are the custodian. It's a non-custodial solution. So you are the bank. You have to make sure also that you have security like a bank. So you need a seed phrase solution that is never connected to the internet. It's always offline and will never be inputted on your keyboard, right? This is important, and you can do that with a cold wallet, because you enter your PIN code and your seed phrase on the cold wallet, and that is not hackable. So, having said that, with Ledger, you then go into your Solana, into your Phantom wallet, which is by Solana, and in the Phantom wallet, you just receive your coins, so you buy them wherever you buy them, Coinbase Pro or wherever you buy them, and then you send them over. You create an own Phantom Ledger part of your wallet, you send it there, and then you click on Solana and you click staking, and then you can stake. How can you find, you need a validator. You need to pick a validator. Go for a validator that has huge volumes. We're talking above 10 millions. And is a low commission rate. My validator has a commission of 7%. That's fine. Everything below 10% is fine. And so commission is what they get paid for staking your Solana. And so your Solana will not be on the cold wallet. It will never be there. Only your password, your seed phrase, and your PIN code are on your cold wallet. Your assets are always on the blockchain directly and are the safest they can be. Hope that helps. This is how you can stake Solana and make 280,000 out of it if you are so inclined. Hope that helps. Let me know what else you need, and keep rolling, everybody.